First is brackets. We're going to next is exponents. After that, divide, multiplying are at the same level, which is first left to right, and then adding, subtracting are the last level, whichever comes first left to right. Okay, so we've got example 1 here, evaluate. Evaluate basically means tell me what number this equals. So we've got a half plus 2/3 times 3/4. We're going to do the multiplying first. So we've got 2/3 times 3/4. So equals the line above. I've got a half plus 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, and now before we add these, I am going to reduce this fraction. So that's going to be a half plus a half, which everybody knows is 1. Okay, let's have a look at B. This time we've got 3/4 divided by -2/4 squared. Well, inside the brackets here, there's actually something we can do. We can reduce that fraction. So let's do that first. So equals the line above. 3/4 divided by -1/2 squared. Notice I write everything exactly the same, except for in this case I just replaced -2/4 with -1/2. Okay, nothing left to do inside the brackets, so let's go to exponents next. Yeah, we've got an exponent there, so we're going to do -1/2 squared next. And before I do that, I'm going to rewrite it as -1/2 times -1/2, because that's easier to think about. I need to be careful though, because this is still actually the exponent, the -1/2 times -1/2. So I don't want to think about BEDMAS again. I just want to do the -1/2 times -1/2. So equals the line above, 3/4 divided by, and I'm going to replace -1/2 times -1/2 with -1 times -1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. Okay, and we've got one more thing to do. 3/4 divided by 1/4. Well, we get the same answer if we go 3/4 times 4/1. Oops, not 4/1. That's a 1. Sorry about that. Okay, so 3 times 4 is 12 over 4. And we can simplify that to 3. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Or you can think about dividing top and bottom there by 4 will get you 3/1, which is 3. Okay, and just one more question. One more example for us to do here before you guys get into this stuff. Really, this isn't anything new today, obviously. You guys already know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions. You already know how to do BEDMAS, so you're just doing it all in the same question. Not a big deal. Okay, so let's have C here. C, we've got brackets, so we should deal with the stuff inside the brackets here. Before I can add these, I need a common denominator. In this case, it's going to be 4. So I'm going to rewrite everything exactly the same, except for instead of 1/2, I'm going to write 2/4 to get myself that common denominator. Okay, and we're still working on that. So I've got -1/2. -3/4 plus 2/4. Well, I owe 1 slice. I have 2 slices. So after I pay off some of my debt, I'm still going to owe 1 slice of 4-slice pizza. Write everything else exactly the same. Okay, next. Brackets are all done, so I'm looking for exponents now. And to make that easier to think about, I'm going to rewrite that as -1/4 times -1/4. Write everything else exactly the same. And remember, I'm still doing this because that's actually the exponent. Okay, so I've got -1/2 times 1 is 1. 4 times 4 is 16. And then plus a quarter there. Okay. Now I've got multiplying and adding left, so I'm going to do the multiplying first. Before I can multiply, I need to change this into an improper fraction, so that's going to be negative 3 over 2 times 1 over 16. And then plus a quarter. We're still working on this multiplying here. And that's going to be negative 3 over 32 plus a quarter. Oh, we're getting close. Okay, now we just need a common denominator of 32. So that's going to be negative 3 over 32 plus, well, I'm going to have to multiply top and bottom here by 8. It's going to be 8 over 32. Oh, we're so close. Negative 3, so we owe 3 slices. We have 8 slices. After I pay off my debt, I'm still going to have 5 slices left of 32 slice pizza. And there you have it. How are you doing your assignment?